Hey guys, it's Karen and your friendly neighborhood doll shenanigan crafter lady friend. Anyway, today I am taking part in another American Girl collab. This is Felicity standing here, and the collab that I am doing is to dress our American Girl dolls in clothing that they might be wearing to go to the Sundance Film Festival. Sort of boho / country chic or Western. I wouldn't say country, maybe Western. No, not Western like cowboys, but you know, Rocky Mountain boho chic. So, as usual, I'm running right up against the deadline, and because of that, I do not have a good setup here. I can't take it anymore. I sewed everything. I sewed the skirt and the shirt this week, and I'm going to talk first about what she's got on her feetsies. She is wearing some cowboy boots that I purchased off of Amazon, and actually they fit her less better than they were fitting on my Elizabeth doll. So I don't know if the leg size is slightly different because they're the same brand of doll. But anyway, they're pretty inexpensive, and I think they're super adorable. They're full cowboy boots, you know. Let's see if I can show you the heel. They have a slight heel on them, and the let's see, she'll stand for me. Nope. I did retighten her, but she's not 100%. And I don't have my stands out right now, but you can see it's like got the little details that cowboy boots have. I don't know what those are called right this second. So then, so I did purchase those. I wasn't about to make cowboy boots, sorry. But I grew up out in Colorado, and I own a pair of genuine Casper, Wyoming cowboy boots as well. I love them, but they don't fit me anymore because my legs are not as thin as they once were. Let's put it that way. The skirt here is a tiered skirt. This is actually from Designs by Jude, and it is the Joyful Tears skirt pattern for the Smart Doll pear sized. So when I made this skirt, this outfit for a pair, it was for, I think, around Christmas time. Tina was my swap partner, and she had a pear Smart Doll, and so I purchased that from Designs by Jude, and I went ahead and worked it up, and I found at that time that it's a good pattern. I didn't make the top, obviously. I didn't make the top. I just made the skirt from that pattern, but I found out that it fits Smart Dolls quite well. I mean, God, it's a Smart Doll pear pattern, but the skirt fits her perfectly, fits American Girl dolls perfectly. It's just in the pattern for Smart Dolls, it's a lot shorter because they're a lot taller, but it's a maxi on her, on American Girl dolls, which I liked. Anyway, so that was great. So I used that pattern again, so I didn't have to buy anything or make something. And now this shirt is from a pattern I bought originally from this seller on Pixie Fair. I purchased this top. I was going to make her a vest, but I ran out of time, alas. I had purchased that, and I also purchased a bell bottoms pattern that by the same designer, all three at the same time by the same designer, because eventually I have Julie, who's a 1970s American Girl historical doll, and so I want to make her some bell bottoms, and this shirt would fit her perfectly as well. So I'll be probably making more of these, and I do want to try to make the vest pattern that I purchased. I cut it out and everything, but then I didn't have any like faux leather that I wanted to use, and then, well, it was a long story. Anyway, I didn't end up making it, but I do want to mention who this pattern belongs to. It is a Flossie Potter pattern, and it's called the Woodstock Peasant Top. So if you want to find this, it's on pixiefair.com, which sells mostly American Girl and 18-inch doll patterns. There are a few others up there though. And again, it is Flossie Potter, and it is the Woodstock Peasant Top. Very cute. So she has added on the, this is, I think this is a nice detail by itself, but she's also, I could put flowers here or an applique or some other details here if I wanted to. I'm not liking 100% how it's fitting this doll. It's kind of riding up on her. It's riding up on her, and I'm not exactly sure why. I've actually finished this thing all the way around. You will be shocked. And I was trying a totally different method of, I cannot zigzag on my machine edges to serge them. You know, I can't zigzag. It chews up my fabric really badly. So I tried wrapping or turning the edges with tulle, which is why I have a big pile of tulle over here. This is a very thin tulle. I'm going to continue to experiment with that because it's sort of like adding a bias binding, but it's like barely, it's not bulky at all, which is good. I also, for this, I did sew, because this is a curved bell, I also experimented using the tulle. I sewed it down. I might show that too. I've seen reels on how to do curves, sewing curves nice and flat with either horsehair braid or paper, but I didn't want paper in here because then you fold it over itself, and then I whip stitch this down instead of like sewing along it like they do in the videos. But I did use tulle to help me turn this edge neatly and keep a nice curve, because you can see it's a bell shape. So that, I don't know, this took me a little bit longer because I was trying some new techniques with to try to make some nice edges. I also was having problems zigzagging. This is a very thin lawn, cotton lawn. So I might have to, I did use the template to mark where I gathered here, I gathered it down to where it was called for in the pattern. And everything, the pattern, I lined it up perfectly. So I don't know why this is causing a little trouble here, where it's not in the reference pictures. I might take this out and then gather it to the doll so it lays better than like doing it off the doll. This is just a single line of gathering stitch here, so it would be very easy for me to take out. And then maybe if I do it higher or something, I think it's pulling too much under the arms here, but I did use the template that was provided on the pattern. So we'll see, I'll try to figure that out. But overall, I love this look. I love this idea. I can't wait to see what, so my cohorts in this are Tammy. I thought I paused this, but when I went, okay. I'm so tired, guys. Tammy of Peacecraft Dolls, Terry Jeanette of Be Creative with Terry Jeanette, and Cheryl of Cherished Doll Friends. They all dressed their 18-inch dolls as well to go to the Sundance Film Festival. I want to say that also what is amusing to me is that Sundance has moved. They are no longer in Utah. They will be in my hometown of Boulder, Colorado this January, which is exciting for me. Not that I'm going to be home or anything, but I think Boulder is a very appropriate place for that. So I will link everybody's channels below. I'll write down the name of this pattern if I remember in the description if you want to go hunt for it. And also mention the Designs by Jude pattern here as well. Let me know what you guys think. I grabbed Felicity because she needed to be dressed and she was just lying there. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Please go see what everybody else did, and I will be with you guys really soon with another video. I have a doll that I just I got another video coming real soon. So if you want to keep up with my dolly shenanigans, go ahead and subscribe, please, and I will see you guys really soon. Bye.